It's some like very crisp, clean play, but they are set up for that. This Primal last pick actually addresses kind of all three cores in a way, pretty nicely. So we'll see what type of game Nisha has, and let's hope he doesn't go Blade Mail Vanguard again, because that was a little bit of a weird one that we saw from him the other day.
Yeah, we'll see what sort of approach he has this time round. Ready. Nice. Hiding in the trees will be spotted out by Insania and Mickey.
Snaky.
Yeah.
And yeah, we have a lot of cool little back and forth things that we see that Gaming did go for, because the Darkseer pick, it seems like they almost knew. You know, they probably expected it to be coming because they picked this TP so early. They didn't ban it out. Very good answer. So they're going to take the Lion, so they'll have the Mana Drain, and then they're going to have the Pango also to deal with that Wall Illusion. Let's see how it all ends up going.
See the start, Tofu. Set up stun on Insania. I'll be able to tether across. They'll throw the blood grenade out. Stun. It's going to hold back Celery. Insania should be fine.
A little painful to start like that, though.
Taking quite a bit of a hit there from that attempt of Gaimin Gladiators.
Yeah,
Banterines will just go 2 apiece here.
Io always has to be careful a bit versus Timber.
Oh, yes.
Even more damage.
They are body blocking him off a little bit from the creep wave. They're trying to get Tofu in range for the stun. But
I mean,
he's back under the tower.
They're starting them low. That's the important thing here in this lane. Tofu might actually just die here.
They just get blood grenaded.
Whoopsie.
And indeed, he stuck around a little too long to throw out the...
Oh
my, wait, what?
What?
The stick charges?
The high five?
Nah, they still got him. First blood. Go the way of Mickey.
That was almost like, oh no, we didn't go for him. They're actually going to get the Observer Ward too. Okay, nice there for Liquid. How many stick charges also? 6 wand charges onto Mickey for the... Io does have to be careful of this game of being burst down. There is a lot of different ways to just delete this Io in mid-game. Timber saw one of the better answers throughout all history, in fact. Actually, now it's universal, of course, on the Io, but still kind of similar, the damage that the Whirling Death can do versus it, so... We'll have to be careful on Insania for positioning in most of this game.
Easy courier.
Has been
Tofu.
I think he did get delivery.
He got the so he was just got a fresh set of tangos.
Yeah. And I'm going to be looking forward to see how this mid matchup and everything goes down. Quinn was an absolute menace last game, did not die. Let's see if he's going to have something similar this game. We know how Quinn's Pango can sometimes just take over games, even though it's been nerfed, but it is versus Prime.
Yeah, definitely one of those mid heroes that can outplay a Pango, right? If you're not too careful with the swashbuckles, suddenly this Pango is, the Primal is in on top of you, and a quick trample and an onslaught can be the end of you quite early on as a Pango.
Can be. This is a Quinn Pango, so it's, we'll have to see. Is he going to make those mistakes? Is he going to get caught? Is Nisha going to be able to find those opportunities? So far, Quinn having a really good time in mid, 10-5.
Yeah, he is.
He's even bullying Nisha a bit.
Nisha coming out. Okay.
Yeah, he's good. Impressive first few waves, though, from Quinn.
See if Nisha's able to sort of stabilize it a bit here, but absolutely every reason to believe that Quinn could be on to the start of something good once again here in this matchup.
Racho is also getting a fair bit of denies. He has a big wave coming in under him, so we'll be able to catch up on those last hits. But yeah, for Liquid, this game, it's really all about clean plays, fast early aggression, and really trying to dominate and take over the map early, getting these aura items so they can pressure and pressure. It has to be the name of the game for them. Unless they have some big lead, you can almost, it's like at 35 minutes or something. That's going to be where it perhaps gets scary if Liquid doesn't have that lead.
I mean, do Gaimin Gladiators have good heroes to bring to towers and just slow Liquid down, even if Liquid do get a good start from the lanes?
They definitely do. It depends on how the Timbersaw's farm is, but they also have an Undying, so yeah, I would think that they do have ways to fight around it pretty early here. And Quinn, if he has such a good early game, if he has such a good laning phase, that Rolling Thunder is very, very annoying for something like Lash and Io. Little clever move there from Nisha. Takes the top bounty rune. He's actually going to TP bottom and grab this bounty rune, so... Cool.
Okay, yeah, I think he only misses out on one way. Bottom lane, Tofu, he's going to get taken down again.
Nicely done. Level 2 Lightning, super strong.
Has to be careful trying to trade with Mickey.
They also, I believe, they did get the Healing Lotus down here. So Mickey shouldn't really die by any means down here. He should have a absolutely free time on the Lesh. Insania maybe dies once here, but with the Healing Lotus, it becomes a lot more difficult for you to ever really pressure this Io Lesh lane. And who got the Lotus in the top side? I think it was, Zai. So Liquid were able to claim both Lotuses.
Watering Boxy. He's going to show up mid. And if Quinn steps up, Boxy might be able to catch him by surprise.
Oh, this is a cool move. He's at least going to body the rune away from him, so Quinn, he might need a fill up or something.
He's still got a few tangos at least to rely on. So he'll have their health to stick around in the mid, but I'll have to be aware every time that Boxy goes missing from that top lane that something might be being attempted for by Liquid.
Just impressed with the denies. I mean, the animation on Pangolier is, of course, very, very good, but 8 denies. He's got I don't even know how many of these range creeps. I see Nisha, like, trampling on it, and Quinn, I think, just walked up and snuck the deny again, I think, for the 3rd or 4th time that I saw. 2-0.
Top lane, Zai, go for the vacuum. Some of the surge to get away from the zombies.
Boxy.
There's a lot of zombies.
Try to walk him down. Boxy could be in trouble.
More hits he can get in underneath the tower. Yeah, Boxy, he's gone. He's gone. I mean, Zai's also still very, very low, hiding in the trees. Drash's going to see if he can try and find him. Cut the tree line.
He's on him.
He's very close, and yeah, he's going to be able to get him. The reflections back up. The last right click, actually not enough.
Not enough.
Ring of Hell from the one, that will save Zai. Zai able to escape. Only just, though. There's Duracho getting so close to nearly being able to take that Darkseer down.
So much aggression from Duracho. I love that he just goes like, yeah, Boots, you're just playing versus this Darkseer. You can dance around the Ion Shells, and you've got an Undying with you, so you can go these early game Boots because you have the strongest 5 position in the game. 2-1. Primo still farming very well. See who's going to hit 6 first. I think Quinn should be able to hit it just slightly sooner.
Yeah, I got a few of those early denies, and from Nisha's side of things, he's definitely been having a bit of a helping hand from Boxy.
Yeah.
Let's see if that earlier water in, and Boxy, of course, coming back in just now to refuel his bottle.
They're going for him. 6
is hit. If they have enough with the pulverize, can he escape this, Quinn?
Nope.
He cannot. Nisha onslaught stairs, able to knock him down before the Rolling Thunder can go off.
Great moves for Boxy.
Zaina was also joining in the mid, so Liquid really piling up the pressure on this mid lane, bringing in both supports, making sure that Quinn does not have an easy time.
Yeah, Boxy, really, he's understanding, like, yep, he dies top, and then he's like, whatever, I'm just going to stick around mid. They have kill threat, and even going to get some tower damage here with this catapult. No rotation from the early Gaimin Gladiators supports this time around. Usually they do make those early moves, especially around the 4 and 6 minute power run if they see an opportunity, but Liquid, faster here. Good laning start for them, 2k lead right now.
Nisha and Boxy waiting on the high ground. They're going to be able to catch Celery, stepping back over towards the top lane, lift up with the telekinesis. That's another kill for Liquid. Same time down bottom, Ace and Quinn, they're attempting to go for Mickey, and Mickey is able to sidestep the Rolling Thunder, and now...
He may turn.
Yeah, they've got to be careful. Mickey's getting fueled up by Insania. Looks like he won't have enough damage to threaten them, but at the least it's just wasted time for Quinn, as he's not able to pressure Mickey in the way that he hoped for, turning it towards the bottom.
Very ideal start here for Liquid, exactly how they want this to kind of be going here. Zai, Arcane Boots are finished, so he can keep Boxy on the map. Boxy, go towards Zai, he's running away from him. There we go. Gets the Arcane Boots on him, that's going to be important for Boxy to be able to play around Nisha even more, just keep that mana pumped up. See if Gaming looks to break their lanes a little bit here. They're going to look for a smoke to try to do something here to fix this, because a 3k lead already from Liquid. It's looking good here this start.
That's absolutely what they need to be able to roll with this lineup.
Yep. All about that tempo, speed versus greed.
Can they get Ace? They get the setup stun, and he has got Celery and Tofu waiting behind him, and yeah, Nisha's going to pull back from that. Doesn't want to go charging in under the tier 1 tower.
Not with the risk versus an Undying. Tombstone can just really just ruin you right there, so yeah, not going to go for it.
And Duracho's still kind of being able to hold his own on this top lane.
Yeah.
It doesn't look like Zai and Boxy have been able to get right around the tower to really pressure him as of now. Boxy trying to get some sort of angle.
Yeah, because he's like, where are the supports? They're not playing around Duracho, they're probably playing around bottom, so wants to set up for this.
They're bringing Mickey and Insania as well. No. Vacuum drag back into the reach of Mickey. Can they get the stun in time? Looks like they can't. Celery, he's going to be able to turn up, drop the tombstone. Duracho, he's...
the stun's off the mark.
He's still alive. Duracho's able to walk this off. An attempt there from the 4 members of Liquid, and it gets them nothing. Duracho's able to walk out alive.
I mean, they got a tombstone, but that stun just whiffing Duracho. I thought they would just be able to walk him down there. Bit of a slip up there from Liquid.
Duracho plays it cool there, and gets away.
How does he live there? Definitely bailed out by Celery, but Celery now, he is lingering up top. This time he should probably die.
Yeah, he's on his own. Tried his luck to stick around for a few more creeps as the wave comes in.
He gets the 2 range creep, but
back to base for him.
Up top.
I mean, they're looking for Duracho. Nisha tried to see if he could catch Duracho whilst he was jungling this area, but did not have enough damage on his own. Still got the regen rune pumping though, so it doesn't lose too much from that attempt, and heads straight back to the mid lane to continue to hold the wave and make sure that there's not a chance for Quinn to start putting pressure onto his own tier 1 in the mid.
Some really good pressure here from Nisha and Boxy in particular. Keeping that speed up here. I mean, around the mid tower, they're thinking about it.
Yeah, Boxy's trying to get the wrap around onto Quinn, but Quinn's got Tofu by his side, so Tofu will manage to hold back Nisha. They're under the tier 2. Nisha and Boxy can't lift the play anymore.
Look how much reaction it's causing, though. Gaming is all clustered around the mid lane. Duracho low. They're not really playing the lanes right now, and It was looking really nice for Liquid. Nisha even pulling the lane and maximizing. He finds himself a stack. Very nice for this Primal Beast here. Big timings, and of course, you know, I was joking about Nisha going for Blade Mail Vanguard again. He is queuing up the right item. He has the BKB queued up immediately.
Yeah, the more standard.
Yeah.
I think Duracho is sort of baiting a bit because he does have Sunder. So
Illusion.
he's in that little bit of a spot in the trees. Again, 4 heroes heading up, but they won't catch or kill Duracho.
And look, he
step ahead
to the tower. He doesn't even TP to base, so he's like, all right, I can still walk into my jungle and farm a little bit. But they're getting slowed down quite a bit. I mean,
and
the
they're getting
still hurting.
Hey, Liquid, you know, with this pressure,
5K lead.
It is speeding up at the exact pace that Liquid will hope for when they're running this Lesh IO in the safe lane.
Power Rune. It's going to spawn bottom. Quinn will be able to set that one up. Supports, the level's still definitely struggling on them. Bottom, Ace.
See if they can take him out. He's pretty beefy here with the Vanguard, and he's got plenty of 1 charges. So indeed, he'll be A-OK as Ace is underneath the tower. Rest of Gaimin Gladiators find the DD room for Quinn. Their mid-tier 1 tower also taking quite a bit of a beating. So Liquid, they can probably look to pull more people over towards this mid. I mean, it depends. If you're Liquid now, are you looking for this tier 1, or are you still trying to make moves on this top half of the map, trying to hunt down Duracho?
I think you just hunt for heroes. You have Relocate online. Yeah, I don't know how much you need to just push forward to getting this tier 1 now, because you could put yourself into a weird situation like last game where they overextend around
That's
it.
True,
They're playing into Tombstone, so I'd imagine if they can set up like a reload gank with the Primal Beast, that's probably the ideal, and they're probably going to hunt Duracho. On the flip side, Gaming, they're going to look for their own move, trying to catch. It's usually how you want to play versus those IO lineups. You hunt the IO while they're trying to set up for these relocate ganks. So that's exactly what they're kind of trying to do here, but here comes that reload.
Yep. See if they can get him this time round. Vacuum, but Quinn, he's there with the backup, and the multiple TPs are coming in. Liquid not able to find the clean initiation that they hoped for to start this off. Duracho will get caught by
big charge.
Nisha. Able to finish him before there's any chance of a Sunder to come off. He'll turn with the Pulverize as well. On towards Ace. Ace able to get the Timber Chain off to cut down Zai. Mickey, he's trying to finish off Quinn and Ace, but he cannot do so. As Liquid, they'll lose 2 for their attempt to take down Duracho.
Guess he wasn't able to get the tether off there. It got broken somehow because he just ended up ditching the 2 cores. Get them 1, and now Nisha is actually going to get the cleanup.
All right, I mean,
makes it well worth it.
It does, but maybe if we can look for more with Insania coming back across. He's got the control onto Ace. Ace, he's got backup though. There's the respawns are coming in. Duracho's ready to rejoin the fight. Tofu,
he hit 6.
The Hex on towards Nisha. The stun as well. The burst from the finger. Tofu able to take Nisha down.
He just got 6, I think, off like a creep or something.
Foxy, he's able to finish off Ace there with that final bit of burst. He tries for a very cute little TP out. He won't succeed as he does die. But some messy fights. Boxy, he'll be happy with that snipe on the way out though, taking Ace.
Supports on the side of Gaimin Gladiators though, definitely very happy. Tofu getting the cleanup. Celery, he almost has a mech after that fight. So started pretty nice there for Liquid, and then they get the 3rd kill, but then ends up being pretty good for Gaming toward the end of it there, especially since they're behind and they're getting some type of trades in this fight.
Yeah, Liquid have got to continue to grow this advantage.
Yeah.
If it starts to get sort of slowed down whatsoever by Gaimin Gladiators and Duracho gets the time to farm, definitely going to be concerns as the minutes pass.
Getting some nice stacks to go back to though, so jumping it right back up to that 5K lead when they're able to farm them. Yeah. That was really fast TPs from Gaming. They were super ready for the relocate gank, so gotta watch out for that on Liquid.
Yeah, I mean, as you said, you know, you expect Liquid to try and go looking for these kills. Gaimin Gladiators, they're fully aware that that's what Liquid's going to be going for.
Insania,
they've got to be ready to set up for that.
Liquid have some big timings here already. Insania, mech's done. Mickey, Bloodstone's finished. Primal Beast, BKB very soon on the horizon, so they can keep looking to play fast and punish this, because Gaming, they're a little bit requiring like even the Lion having finger up in some of these team fights to get some burst, and does have a bit of a long cooldown, especially at that level 1.
Back to business here for Liquid. They'll get the tier 1 mid.
Keep that pace. Look for this Duracho again here. Keep looking to accelerate things and shrink the map. I mean, continue to get some nice stacks.
They know exactly where Duracho is as well. The scans hit. You're going to have Nisha try and find the setup here. It's actually Zai that opens things up with a wall drop down. They get in with the charge forward of the onslaught, the Pulverize as well. Another good catch for Liquid that can allow them to keep this momentum in their favor.
They got the TV illusion too. Yeah, so he can actually tank maybe the next creep wave with, and they can keep this push going up on top. And they will still have relocate if someone does turn up. Gaming, careful how they play around the map. Duracho really struggling this game. Only level 8 so far here.
Yeah, there's been a lot of focus on towards him. I mean, even in the fights the Gaimin Gladiators have been able to take it. It was the fight off the back that Duracho goes down at the start, when how Liquid can just, they can pretty easily focus him in the midst of these fights. Only really Tofu and maybe Quinn if he gets the Rolling Thunder off who can kind of interrupt Liquid's attempts to just get on top and blow up the Terrorblade.
Yeah, until they have more itemization, right? Like when Celery's able to get like a shard, potentially, right? The grab ally, maybe that'll be something that'll help. But right now, Liquid, yeah, starting to get that ball rolling really nicely for themselves, pressuring lanes. And they're not over-pressuring, not like overreacting to stuff. They are getting some really good farm while they back up and wait for stuff. Mickey almost has his blue to travel. And Duracho, it's going to be a difficult game for him to stand tall, stand his ground, unless these frontliners can protect him, because they're going to get these timings so fast, they're just going to be able to run through and get on top of him. And the Darkseer, the Primal Beast, even the Lesh, can just eviscerate a Terrorblade early. As the game progresses, the TB starts to get better and better versus this Lesh Rack, but these early moments definitely going to be difficult for Duracho. Quinn, Diffusal's done. Starting to get some timings here on Gaimin Gladiators.
Liquid, they know that Gaimin Gladiators were starting to approach them down on the bottom lane. Nisha and Boxy, they're in with the smoke.
Nisha pretty much invulnerable now in the next fight. BKB and a shield rune on him.
Gladiators, they're getting out of this half of the map. They don't want to stick around for this fight that's almost certainly going to be on Liquid's terms with the way that Liquid are approaching with this two-man smoke.
This is not an easy fight for Gaimin Gladiators to take here. Meta even used already, so Duracho, he's trying to just be as efficient as possible to get that farm. It's gonna have to be quite an overextension on Liquid if Gaming's able to take the fight by any means. Keep giving Duracho wisdom runes. Yeah, same thing as last game. 2-2 top. Looks like that's gonna be the call from Liquid.
Yeah, that was a settle for the push.
Should be able to tank for it for this catapult to do some work.
Looks like they just don't want to waste more time just chasing Gaimin Gladiators around the map, because as we're seeing Gaimin Gladiators, they're doing a good job of avoiding Liquid.
They're protecting their TB area. Flip gets popped immediately as Edict does. One thing for Liquid is their draft doesn't kill Rosh at the absolute fastest. So it's not like they have it's like, oh, we have some downtime, we're just gonna go get a quick Rosh. It will take them a little bit of time. They do have some good magic damage, but of course, they don't have like an amp up, something like that, Undying in particular, that we see most times. But a tier 2?
Yeah, they'll let this full game of Gladiators. They don't have any interest in turning up to the fights at this sort of stage of the game, whilst Duracho works towards his first major item, the Yasha, into the Skadi by the looks of it this game.
He needs a lot more time.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
Oh, where do they go from here, Liquid? Tier 2 taken.
Keep getting some nice, good aggressive wards down so they can keep spotting where Duracho is running. I think that's probably one of the best things that they can do. And this is actually, a weird spell steal, but I would say this one's not even horrible, just for getting information on Boxy, the Conjure Image. Right now, they're getting stalked on the side of Gaming. They have the relocate ready on Liquid.
Quinn and Tofu might get jumped, Zai. Just trying to start things off with a vacuum. Good stun from Tofu to hold back Nisha. Tofu heal up for the TP out. Quinn will still stick around a little longer. Okay, no, he's also indeed going to bail out of this place.
Boxy getting some deep vision down, so I like that he places this one. It's been spotted though, so I imagine this one's probably going to get taken out. But really good coverage of vision from Liquid this game. Top, they have that deep ward. Bottom, they have it too. And also in the bottom lane as well too. So yeah, getting pretty much full information of the map right now to be able to watch when Gaimin Gladiators is looking to split up, because that is pretty much entirely what Gaming's going to do for these next few moments, unless Liquid overextends. They need more time before this TB feels in any realms of being able to fight. And I think Panel touched on it a little bit too. It's, Duracho, the timing for TB versus Lesh IO, it always was that Skadi timing, but, nowadays, a little different, especially if there's a BKB on the Lesh, because that Skadi isn't as effective versus that debuff, they debuff immunity.
Bit of a slowdown now. I mean, Mickey
Just
gonna try and get his Kai's done by the looks of it before they make the call to go for some aggressive relocate play once more.
Nisha just swapped, literally just going back and forth across the map trying to find a pick off here. I think they'll find Celery. Boxy with a nice steal. He's got the Timber Chain. That's gonna be really good for catching heroes that are split up around the map, and immediately they swing toward top. They want another one. They have this deep ward on Quinn.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Nisha can get in on top of them.
This might catch them off guard. Gaming.
They want to settle for Tofu. They do. In fact, BKB just immediately. Nisha not messing around. He wants to kill this line without any interruption. Does cost him a BKB, guys, but the line is dead.
Boxy off the mark there with his Timber Chain.
Dire's top tower.
The last hit gonna finish
running.
him. Oh!
He's juking them.
He's okay.
He's actually going to live. I couldn't quite catch him.
He actually missed the first Timber Chain. Liquid, they're kicking that tempo up. Top tower drops to less than half.
Also that fortification from Gaimin Gladiators.
Yeah, they tip Boxy, because I think that was also a meta used from Duracho. So
It looks like it was.
Yep.
Indeed, a missed opportunity there.
And I mean, Nisha now with a Blink Dagger. Incredibly aggressive build. Just goes from top to bottom, looking for another pick off here. He's gonna run to Ace though. Not the ideal target. He wants the TV.
Well, they want to try for a play themselves, Gaimin Gladiators. Smoke up for Tofu, Celery, and Quinn.
Nisha doesn't have his BKB available, so this is definitely an opportunity if they can get the initial catch.
They can catch him here in the river, but he's already back on his half of the map.
Yeah, he's
very hard to chase down now, and he's almost certainly going to have heroes ready to back him up.
They saw him though under the ward. They see where he's going.
You're right, she's splitting once more from the team. Boxy's not going to be able to get over in time to help him. They catch him with a Hex, the burst of the finger. Nisha's gone.
Oh, they might get Boxy too. Shows himself. He's got another Timber Chain.
He's down to the low ground. Swashbuckles off the mark with the Chakrams there. Gaimin Gladiators, they'll take both of them.
2 huge kills. They actually played beautifully around their vision there, dancing. They knew Nisha used BKB for that support kill top, and that is Tofu's Blink Dagger now.
Radiant's middle tower is under
Catch is
attack.
going to be... I mean, Liquid's got to be careful when they're split up, even when they're on their half of the map. As we're seeing, Gaimin Gladiators not afraid to go for them. Zai down bottom attempts to set up onto Quinn, and Quinn, he's able to roll away. That's the wall down.
Really, really good assessment there from Gaming playing around that vision. I think it literally just caught him for like a second there on the Primal Beast, and they saw the path he was taking as they get that, what, mid-tower dropped? Yeah, mid-tower was taken out there, and to a 3k lead.
I say, you know,
Scary.
It does feel scary for Liquid.
Yeah, I mean...
They got that
Gotta
lead,
keep it clean.
they got kind of a decent timing on the tier 2 top. A lot of early pushes went well, but are they far enough ahead to feel good about themselves?
Big eye issue. What the?
Ooh.
What does that mean? There's a big eye in the sky. Somebody's eye is
I
big.
think it's probably not something good.
That sounds.
Hopefully
that's not
hopefully the players are all right.
good. Oh jeez. For the guy with the big head. Okay. All right.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Well, hopefully-
it can't be that serious. He's having a joke.
Well, hopefully Quinn-
he's having a smile. It's okay.
Quinn says go.
Quinn just sorting himself up.
Big eye issue.
I mean, just quick eye drop or something. It's all good. Hey, it's a big eye issue.
was
That
just-
sounds serious. I'm like,
Big
are they
eye-
all right?
I was like, oh,
that
God.
doesn't sound good.
20-minute pause.
Just Celery. Having a bit of a giggle at the expense of his teammates, but
Liquid.
looks like Quinn's all good to go.
Yep. Liquid back up as well. BKB's at the ready for Nisha. Still the same name of the game. Pressure, pressure, pressure. Try to get a big kill here. And then now perhaps they can look to force a Roche if they do find a kill. But yeah, Gaming just playing the split up of the map.
Yep.
Maximizing as much as possible. Stack for Dyrachyo. Give him every Wisdom Rune.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Let's see if they can push this.
The glyph is on cooldown, so it looks like that's the call.
This could be the make or break here.
Meta is back available.
Can they get the Rex or are they going to get punished? Nisha,
Right, Tofu.
quick jump. Tofu's out.
Doesn't have to use BKB for that at all, too. So tower likely to fall.
See how much they can keep going for. Tier 3.
Got it.
One more tap will take it.
Dire's
It's gone. See if they can get the Rex, Liquid. Can they keep this push up?
is under attack.
If we want to persist for it, Scotty's still not finished for Dyrachyo. He's about 800 away.
This is good pressure.
This is good pressure.
Dire's structures are falling.
Fortification. Quinn does have Arcane and Rolling Thunder if he wants to start trying to slow them down. Tofu's going to be back in 10.
Yeah, his finger's back up as he respawns as well, too.
They really want to get away with this, Liquid. It's pretty important for the timings that their lineup needs to hit.
5 seconds on Edict. Back up now. It's a short 5 seconds.
It's the range racks.
I think that maybe they're going to back up with that one. Play careful.
It's a bit difficult now that the full team's back in play from Gaimin Gladiators. They're doing their best to stick around. Now they'll start to fall back a bit, especially with the TP coming in from
Oh,
Dyrachyo.
he gave roll.
Oh, he did.
He didn't cover it at all. At Dyrachyo, he's got his Scotty timing, but giving up roll.
Yeah, bit of a misplay there from Quinn. I mean, he did have the Arcane as well, so could have very easily expended a shield crash. But yeah, the opening's there. Boxy, he could do something nice with this. They're going to get the jump, though. They're going to try their best to burst through the ledge route. But Mickey, he's only going to go down to half HP. He's finding out Boxy in with the stolen roll, crashes across both Quinn and Tofu. They're making the space here to allow them to apply some further pressure to the melee rack.
Oh, Boxy, he bounced off the wall.
Oh, and he's going to die for that one.
Okay, they cannot finish up the racks.
Doesn't get back out of the base in time. He'll fall, and indeed the defense will hold up. They keep their melee racks alive.
They still have meta. They're smoking. I think it got seen. They pinged it right away. It seems like Liquid did catch a glimpse of it somehow. I actually don't know what saw it, but
We're seeing their play how
long on
aware
meta?
they are that this sort of move is charging straight for them.
still got about 15 seconds or so on the meta.
Nisha, BKB isn't caught up for 50 seconds. Tofu's able to get the opening. Jumps in, gets the Hex into the stun. They're coming in with a relocate to try and bail Nisha out of this.
They've got him.
Already gone.
And the roll, it's back up. It's
And
actually
now
going to catch Xania.
He's also going to fall. He tries to run up to the high ground, but the right clicks on Dyrachyo. They'll take him down. Dyrachyo in the final moments of his meta, hitting hard, getting the double.
Uh-oh. Liquid giving up these kills. It's painful. A beautiful smoke though from Gaming. They pinged it though. I swear I saw
Liquid's ping.
It was Zai. It was unless I'm colorblind.
Maybe we'll get it on the replay.
Zai pinged it, so maybe he was saying something else. Maybe didn't catch something because I don't think they had vision up there, but he pinged it. So I was like, maybe he did see it somehow.
Sure.
Either way, Gaming. A really, really clever end of the smoke there, because it's, just as the meta's kind of ending, they'll be able to get those last 2 catches.
Yeah, I can only imagine maybe if they did see it, then maybe they're anticipating that the smoke would kind of be going through like Gaimin Gladiators' own jungle, as that, there's not a lot of vision that Liquid have there, so they probably assume that Gladiators have vision on them, and so that would be the route they would take. But of course it wasn't. They just went straight down the mid, and they find Nisha, and of course the IO on top of it.
I feel like for Liquid, you might just actually have to go back toward top soon or something, because I think if you lose maybe even like 1 or 2 more of these kind of situations in these fights, the game is just going to be really difficult for you to actually fix here.
Yeah, look at Terrorblade's farm. He's
getting massive.
I mean, sure, Mickey is huge, but it's a carry Lesh. There's definitely going to be limitations as the minutes pass against the favorable scalability that the strong cores of Gaimin Gladiators can have.
Yeah, because they do so much damage, and Ace's build is pretty ideal here, the pipe, and now he's got his damage items too, and Quinn Aghanims is done, so he's going to have this constant shield crash that's coming through. Lucky shot proccing onto these heroes and they're not very tanky right now. Mikke, I believe he is going to at least have the Shivas done fairly soon, but all those things add up when a Terrorblade's just beating on you. Meta's back up, Rolling Thunder's back up, Gaming could look for a fight.
What is the move for Liquid in this position? I mean, as you said before, when you're trying to play at this sort of tempo, it would feel great if you could take the Roshan. But
it would be, but your lineup just it kind of stinks at it overall. Unless you literally just full come in, then you could just get wiped, because Gaming's lineup is very good at fighting around that Roshan.
Definitely feels like a bit of a gap in what they have here, Liquid.
Okay, shows himself top.
Feels strong with the backup of Insania, and Insania's going to look to take him out of here.
Okay, I mean, that's a Shiva show. They're gonna look to maybe set up and fight around here. Mikke, he's actually still in the area.
It's kind of spooky when there's the meta available on Duracho, and he'll pop it. They'll start beating into Mikke. Ace pushing forward on the front lines. They'll get the vacuum wall dragged back onto the 2.
They're on top of the Lash.
Rolling Thunder coming in from Quinn. They've got the stun control on towards him, but the BKB's out for Nisha. Nisha able to grab Quinn, of course, out of the Rolling Thunder, but they've lost their IO. See if they can burst through another. They can. The finger's there. It's going to be 2 of them dead as Gaimin Gladiators will chase on for more. They surround Mikke. The Chakram's out from Ace. Mikke's healing up.
Sunder.
It's not going to be enough. They catch him with the stun. Mikke's taken down. Liquid lose 3. Maybe even more. They get the Skadi connection on towards Zai. Chakram as well from Ace. Zai. He's going to be out with the Surge. So the Illusions will chase him. Ace, great angle with the Timber Chain. He's going to have another Chakram to throw forward in a second as well, Zai. He's got 1 more Surge to go. I mean, Zai, if Ace can again get these big angles, this time Tree's going to trip him up. Won't quite be able to close the gap, so Zai will live, but it's 4 dead. Quinn was able to find Boxy.
Is Zai able to get out?
I mean, Ace? He's actually going to get him. I mean, it looked like he was going to get out for sure, Zai, but Ace says no, and Gaimin Gladiators, they end up getting a team wipe.
A full wipe, and the game is now in a position where what do you do on Liquid?
What do you do? You never got that melee racks. And with the swing around going like this, 5k lead to Gaimin Gladiators, I don't know if you ever will get that melee racks.
You're going to have to cause some kind of weird plays to happen here. Ace, he's trying to disengage. They might lose Tofu for this.
Just got to be a bit careful. This BKB is still on cooldown. He's got 12 seconds.
He should be okay. They should just lose 1 support on Gaming.
See Tofu. He will be able to turn with the stun.
The grab ally.
Into the tombstone.
Make him work for it a little harder.
4 heroes there. Indeed. They will find Tofu. It's something, but it's still, it's going to feel awkward for Liquid. The items are flying out for Gladiators' cause. It's Dracho. He's got the BKB ready for the next fight.
And
we'll see this chase. I mean,
it's beautiful.
Zai early, it was pretty far away, but I guess sort of swang around back underneath the tower. And Ace, he was still hunting, and he succeeds.
The team fight from Gaming is just, their target prioritization is beautiful. If you actually saw how they're fighting, Duracho, he's hitting the TP zoning, and the IO, sometimes you can see these IOs get away with murder in these fights. Ace, full commits onto him, just deletes Insania.
Yeah, Ace in that last fight was pretty dead.
Oop, they actually do find Duracho up here.
Was
this
could
be the catch?
Good
get the Roche done. I think maybe you push for that Roche hard here.
It's still not super quick though.
It's not. It's either you push for the Roche or you push for a Rax.
You want to get this melee Rax. You got to get this Rax out of the game, so at least you have 1 lane that's pushing in consistently. Otherwise it's going to feel rough for Liquid.
All right.
Yeah,
let's see if they can get it. It's 30 seconds until Duracho's back up. Meta will be up too. Yeah, it's not that long. It's back up to full HP.
I mean, if Ace turns up for the defense, could be able to push them back.
Can he find Quinn? Oh, he does! They get the reload!
They're going to go for this kill instead. Quinn, he's out with the swashbuckle, he's got the shard, and he's got the into the Rolling Thunder.
He actually gets
He's
out.
actually able to get away from this whole attempt, and of course with that move they made over towards there, it slows down their efforts to try and take the Rax top.
And here comes Quinn.
He's going to continue the roll over towards the supports and get back up to the high ground with the swashbuckle. Boxy tries to grab him outside the base, and with the jump forward from Nisha, maybe they can still
Grab ally.
into the tombstone. Is he going to have
TB's
any escape
respawning.
after this? I think Quinn's going to be fine. Liquid, they've got to start backing up. It's getting a bit awkward now. Insane gets burst though. Mech will be popped. And team with the 5 of them back in action. Gaimin Gladiators, they'll take this fight outside of the base and chase Liquid away. Get the illusion out into Boxy. Boxy's going to go for the TP. Anything to stop it. There is just a straight up burst and the control from the Hex.
They can't even touch the Rax.
It's sort of a split call, right? They get too excited by the fact that they see Quinn out on his own in the mid. They try for the play, maybe underestimating the fact that he had that shard ready for the easy setup into the roll-up. And Quinn's away. They don't get any extra damage done at all to this melee Rax. It still sits at full HP. And again, just sort of this position of the game where we can see that Liquid, they're really struggling to find out how to push it to the next step. Gaimin Gladiators, they just shut down every effort.
And they can go to Roche easy. They've got the Undying, they've got the TP, they bring it down. That's going to bring the fight now. Liquid, is the call is going to be, I think they have to actually go up there and fight, or this game is even harder than it was before. It looks like a good catch from Nisha, but he actually has to use the ult in order to catch Quinn at the start, right? So then Quinn just has freedom to reset and roll away.
He's out. That's Roche, it's going to be all theirs.
All theirs. They even popped, they really wanted it. They popped the meta even from Duracio for it. Quinn, now he's got an Aegis. He's got extra coverage.
I think they're cool, with the fact that, they could pop meta like that. They could just chill. They could wait this 2 minutes. They don't have to force things. They know that this game, it's only going to get harder for Liquid.
Let's see if Liquid does anything. I think they just pinged out Duracio, so they're probably saying, hey, he just used meta. Let's try to maybe take a fight after that ends. Set up all around the mid lane.
They have to take any sort of window they get given here, Liquid, to push the issue.
I want Mickey to get this BKB ASAP. I feel like he really needs it. Just to be able to protect himself in the front lines. And so he can give some coverage to Insania. Insania does have Glimmer and Mech, but I'm just watching Ace. He has it out for him. Do they have detection? Yeah, they're carrying a dust on the side of... 2 dusts actually on the side of Gaimin.
Is under attack.
Edict on the tower. BKB about to be finished for Mickey.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
Can they threaten the high ground though? It's difficult with this Aegis on Quinn.
They got the tower, they're probably like, yeah, meta's on cooldown, but going for high ground, a little bit risky, but it's buying more and more time for Gaimin Gladiators. Ace is honestly such a, maybe just a Timber Saw as well too, but Ace is playing it super well, and he looks immortal, and he's actually just causing so many difficulties for Insania to play in the fights. Liquid have to try to protect this IO a little more so that Mickey looks stronger. Not easy by any means. Now on Boxy.
Okay, we'll be going for that Ags next.
And imagine Duracio is just going to go Nullifier also next. Yeah, he's already queued up.
He's already got the Relic, right? Yeah, he's already got the Relic, so just the helm away, so it will be there far before any of these sort of extra maneuvers and items from Liquid will be.
Yeah, I was wondering which one it was going to be, if he was just going to go raw damage or if he was going to go for the Dispel. Don't blame him going Dispel versus the Crimson and potential, Nihilism and all that will eventually be coming out. Liquid having to kind of stay together here. Gaming, how long on meta? 10 seconds. Duracio almost finished up with the Nullifier. Gaming might look for the fight here.
Still a good few minutes on the Aegis. They can look to fight, but at the same time, it feels like they're not pressured to. Gaimin Gladiators.
They want to fight. I mean, Duracio's probably like, I want to kill people. I mean, that's his usual thing, right?
I mean, it hurts if Liquid take a hit like this.
Nisha has a shield rune.
Tofu, he'll be ready for the initiation.
Nullifier's finish.
See if Nisha shows himself on the wave. We'll be careful with the fact that the illusion's coming in. He'll know that there's likely heroes behind him. They might get the jump round over towards Mickey. Insania, send out the illusions first. Tofu's in with the jump.
Insania.
The Hex, Insania's going to look to try and take them out, but the Sun's going to catch it. And now Quinn in with the Rolling Thunder. BKB's out from Mickey. He's going to turn straight back towards Selling Duracio. Duracio puts the BKB in with the meta. He's focusing towards Nisha. Nisha, his BKB comes to an end. The ball gets knocked down. Insania tethers across, but he's gone. They'll lose Insania. Quinn dying to the damage of Mickey. Finally falls, but he's got that Aegis. He's going to be back for round 2. Buyback comes in from Insania. He's able to get back over towards Mickey. Now, maybe they can find more causes. Quinn, he's getting chased down by Insania and Mickey. Swashbuckle's going to be back up in a few seconds, and he does have the safety at the roll-up, but Boxy, he's in with the telekinesis, grabs him, slams him down. Liquid, they'll be able to hold here against the efforts of Gaimin Gladiators as they take out both Dyrachyo, and this time they get Quinn the twice, Aegis, and then once again.
Great buyback from Insania. Comes in, gets the heal, and I don't even know how much damage that trample did. He charged right through Dyrachyo, actually popped him before he's able to get Sunder off. They've got a push now going. Dyrachyo dead 40 seconds. No meta even when he respawns.
Yeah, they could get some damage done. Maybe now Liquid can take away some of these barracks from Gaimin Gladiators.
That was Mikke's BKB reveal. He stood his ground. He did, what, 7,000 damage inside that team fight. More than anybody on his team combined.
See how much they can get done this time. Last time, it's just a tier 3 and a range racks up top. See if they can get anything beyond that.
They've got Edict up this time. So melee racks likely to fall. 10 seconds till that respawn, but there is going to be no matter for the fight.
This is big for Liquid. Successfully able to take these objectives. Can they push for more? Can they swing up towards the top? I mean, with the respawns coming in, looks like they won't want to risk it. They try and jump forward, but in fact, they don't get a return. They get the telekinesis back. They've been able to blow up Tofu. I mean, the Tombstone's going to be there for a little bit of safety for Ace. It's enough. As Liquid, they respect the fact that Dyrachyo and Quinn are back up.
Ooh.
So they get the melee racks, they get a little kill on top of it, and they get out.
And Zai now has an Aghanim's, so an extra illusion now versus this Terrorblade. Could be even more answers. A DD rune bottom, not the best for their draft, but some nice momentum, Liquid. And now another full item for Mikke. He just finished BKB, got so much out of that last fight, he now actually has the Aghanim's.
Of course, yeah, well, 24k net worth on Mikke.
Might just be able to walk through them now with this. If they can keep him alive, Insania has to be careful with that positioning because he does not have buyback for the next fight. But this could be huge too. Boxy actually finds a really good steal now. Mostly he's just been able to get, you know, some of these Timber spells. Now they have a Wombo combo as well. They had the Raid the Lash with the Darkseer. Now they have with the Rubik as well.
Able to get through that difficult point of the game.
35 minutes.
We're having to deal with the Aegis on Quinn, and not something that we see too often, but definitely that time round with Gaimin Gladiators looking for the action. They bit off a whole lot more than they could chew, trying to take that fight into the tier 2. Liquid shutting them down, getting that chance for the push, getting this game back to 17-17. Liquid with a very slight lead.
Very, very slight.
They've got to keep this up though. Liquid very much the team in this position that can't afford to lose as many team fights.
We'll have to see how much impact Zai's able to do too, because it's like this invisible kind of impact as well from the Darkseer in these fights. Now it's going to get that much stronger with his Aghanims making multiple illusions of the TB. But now also, Tofu, they kill the Tormentor, he actually gets the Shard this time. So now they'll have answers versus some of these Darkseer wall illusions that have been a little bit pesky. Tons of layers of these fights. Quinn now buys out the Mage Slayer, so wanting to be able to reduce a bit of this damage, because Mikke is ripping them to shreds. And a heart now on Nisha to go for the charge. Liquid feeling strong. Want to try to catch Gaimin Gladiators off guard.
Let's see who they can find here. It's down bottom Quinn.
This could be a really good catch if they do. Quinn.
Is he able to react in time? He's going to see them.
With the grab.
They've indeed got the grab to put a stop to that. Rolling Thunder, and Quinn completely and utterly smashed into the ground.
That's 70 seconds. They can get the push going again. Okay, level 20.
Yeah, Zai's going to be bringing in the creep wave.
Dire's bottom tower is under
At least another tier 2. Almost certainly going to look to try and go for more. Yeah, whole minute. No Pango for the defense.
Dyrachyo trying to push the mid-wave out as far as he can. See Ace probably cutting and maybe pushing toward top a little bit more here. Ace actually committing his gold for a heart, trying to get a little bit tankier to get into the front to protect Dyrachyo. Yeah. So 45 seconds. Liquid pushing the envelope here.
Still quite a solid hold they can put together with just the 4 of them. Boxy,
Ace.
with the jump, they're trying to burst through this Tim. They get the wall drop down as well. Dyrachyo tries to put the BKB, turns with the Sunder. Metamorphosis as well, look towards Mikke. And Mikke with the BKB pop, he's still incredibly strong. Ace looking to be pretty unkillable. They're down to about 2/3 HP, but nothing any further. Another stun thrown away at this Timber Saw. I don't think Ace is going to care too much at all. They'll clip him with a further stun and another stun, but this Timber Saw ain't dying.
The hard perch is definitely worth it there, just for this hold. Mikke upping a little bit low.
Nisha wants to try and get back in. It's getting risky now.
Coming back up, yeah, this is a little risky. Meta still up on Dyrachyo too. They'll back up. I mean, they force meta, and they get a really big kill onto Quinn, and they get some decent tower damage there. And yeah, meta downtime. for Gaming, I don't think that they should look to fight probably without that one. It's definitely very difficult for them actually to focus fire this Lash. Roche, it's going to be a bit of a longer respawn. Could have been the dream for Liquid if it was instant.
Looks like, yeah, Liquid might check it out anyway.
Yeah.
I'll see if it's up. It's Boxy heading up towards the top half. Like to get some vision around.
Yeah, I think he's perhaps setting up to see if the Ratio is going for like the split kind of farm up here. Doesn't quite find him. They're going to check the Roche. It would have been literally the dream timing for them if it did come up there, but not the case. It's actually coming up literally as meta comes back up.
Gladiators, they do have a smoke at the ready on Tofu, so once they've dealt with the pressure of these waves, they could head over.
Mickey, he finds himself a Dream neutral item too. Gets a Trickster Cloak. It's going to be really, really nice versus Duratio.
Yeah, I mean, we see sort of from Gaimin Gladiators' side of things how Ace is pretty unkillable. Definitely the same, seeming to go here for Mickey, especially when he's backed up by Insania. This Lesh is so tough to take down.
Is that a great... Okay, just a great healing Lotus. I always try to keep track of these with the IOs too. So, I mean, if they have to get this IO taken out fast and early in this fight, or Mickey will probably just be unkillable. Constantly going through the Twin Gates, they're looking to hunt. Gaimin Gladiators, they're playing careful, staying kind of more inside the base around each other. Roche, 30 seconds.
Imagine the smoke will come sooner from Gladiators.
Yeah, they scan top. They scan top. Yep. Roche wasn't there, or nobody was there, so now they're going to smoke. And yeah, meta, it's back up in the 20 seconds, so...
I mean, it actually doesn't look like they want to drop this. Oh, no, they do. We're waiting for Celery to get out of the base, probably, so they can go for the 5-man.
Probably waiting for some Conjure images, too, for Duratio to
get
that wave shoved. But yeah, I imagine they're going to smoke in a second here. You got a neutral item also, Stormcrafter.
Okay. And with the timing of Roche, it's up now.
And it's going to be switching to the bottom side, so that's why they're going to have to swing all the way down there. Celery also finding a Trickster Cloak. We see Quinn, he got Mindbreaker, Duratio, Mindbreaker.
I mean, this fight should be able to kick off before each side's able to attempt Roche. I mean, Roche is only now making its way back, of course, to the pit.
This is going to be a battle.
Gladiators are going to be able to bring this fight.
This is definitely going to just be that straight-up battle. Do they get the big connections? Is Zai able to get these big spells off? Because these walls, they've been pretty damn good so far from Ace. He's going to waltz in.
They're going to try and hold this high ground, Liquid. See if they can scout out as much information as they can as Gladiators attempt to approach.
I think this is one of the few times you see Duratio actually playing careful, playing toward the back, but they do have a vision on top.
Trying to wrap around.
They have a ward on him. He swaps positioning here.
They don't want to go on Ace. They want to go on anything else.
Yep.
I mean, Duratio, Mickey's got eyes on him. So they'll turn. Immediate BKB from Duratio. He's not going to play his luck any chance here as he'll turn towards Mickey. Mickey puts the BKB. They get the grab onto Quinn.
They're on Insania.
Well, they've completely surrounded Zai, but Zai is able to get the wall off, and the chains doesn't there, and Duratio will get the Sunder off. Brings Nisha low, but Duratio has to back away. He might not get the chance as Mickey catches him with a split up. Duratio dying here to the damage of the Lesh. He's out. Duratio's gone. Immediate buyback from both supports of Liquid. Mickey still pretty high on the HP as Celery's attempting to stand with him. Tofu, he's got the control on towards Nisha. Nisha's onslaughting away. Ace, another Chakram, Timber Chain forward. They're cutting down the escape, and Nisha will turn with another Pulverize, but they'll bring him down. Triple kill for Ace. Ultra kill for Ace as he finds Boxy. I mean, Ace isn't done. He's still full HP. He's more than ready to keep this going. They'll catch the IO again with another disarm. Ace focusing Insania wants the rampage. Won't quite get it. Tethered down to the low ground. Insania keeps his distance from Ace. Ace continuing to chase. There
he gets a rampage.
There's the rampage for Ace. As Gaimin Gladiators, they'll lose Celery, but Ace, he'll be happy with it. This one, he walks out full HP, and that fight, 4 buybacks from Liquid had to be used to try and come out even.
Mickey does stand his ground, but so does Ace. I mean, the damage. Look at the damage numbers tell it all. 10,000 on a Lash, 14,000 on a Timber. How many spells did he use? Like 40 different spells. Roche, though, looks like it might go Liquids. Duratio respawning. We'll see how crazy he is.
I mean,
should get it.
They do need it, as I say. 4 buybacks from Liquid to take that fight.
Did you see the amount of zombies that were in this fight too? Like they actually, the Tombstone lived, I think, full duration. It actually starts to build up. The wall illusions as well. Duratio was taking an insane amount of damage from them.
Nisha gets the Aegis.
Okay. Has to get it because he did have to use that buyback earlier.
4 buybacks. Yeah. Everybody apart from Mickey on Liquid buying back for that one. We'll see again at the start of this fight. Straight towards Duratio. Great sort of moves from Mickey, getting on top of the TB, taking him out of this one. But yeah, Ace, they just can't deal with this Timbersaw. He's just able to freely roam across the team fight. They can kill everyone else sort of here and there, but Ace, he's just untouchable.
So is Mickey, though. Especially when Insania's pumping him. I actually didn't catch there the Quinn getting saved from the grab ally for a quick second there, but either way. These 2 beasts standing strong.
Let's see what they can do here with this Aegis. So Nisha will start to bring in the top wave.
This game is still very, very close.
I mean,
22 to 23.
It's such a scary moment.
So close. I'm very impressed with the way the Liquids, even in the last like 10 minutes after Gaming started to get some big fights, that they're able to keep it like this, keep this pressure going versus Gaming.
Sure, yeah. See if they want to. I mean, if you're Liquid in this point, do you try and push for the Aegis, or do you just wait these 5 minutes out?
I mean, you just have to be together. I think that's the biggest thing. I don't know if you want to like fully force stuff, but at least just play together to not get caught out.
I mean, because if a fight kicks off, and if Nisha dies or if Zai dies, it could be game over.
Yeah, if they just isolate Mickey, then they'll be able to deal with that Leshrac. And I mean, they've been getting Insania every time. And Insania, he's got a cheese, but he needs to be able to get it off, and he won't have a buyback this time around. I think 2 times now we've seen Insania's buybacks, if I'm not mistaken, kind of be that thing that makes Mickey just be able to stand his ground fully.
I mean, obviously from Gaimin Gladiators side of things, at the moment they don't have any buybacks either.
They do not.
But the 4 of them just short on the gold, so they've at least got something they can do about that.
They actually commit their gold. Quinn goes for the full Bloodthorn.
Cool. Let's put him, 1,600 gold short of his own buyback.
I guess just in particular, now it's versus the Trickster Cloak. I mean, they didn't really have any other invasion,
Radiant's
right?
bottom tower is under attack.
I mean, that damage amp, though, is going to be nice to allow the TB just to focus fire as well. And that is really what their draft is about, so you can really understand why they're going for Bloodthorn. It's all about just kill the Lasher, kill that Primal Beast and that one little stun that they can get.
Yeah, it looks like Liquid are going to play this rather cautiously.
Safe. Yeah.
Yeah, they don't want to do anything reckless.
Just stay together. Yeah, just keep like your buddy system. 2 people together. Nisha maybe can be a little bit isolated because he has the Aegis coverage, but keep everybody just near each other. Hex finished on Mickey. Almost 25 also, so maybe that could be a timing that Liquid's waiting for to look to go for that next big fight. I wouldn't even blame him to go for the Lightning Storm talent actually this game. Obviously, like the Edict one usually is just the way better one, but I have seen arguments in some situations for Lightning Storm. Let's see which one he wants.
Closing in on the base, Liquid. Gladiators will have to return.
They're gonna force him back to base. They can poke here. Okay.
Dire's middle barracks are under attack.
Drops it very quick.
Easy range racks.
Dire's middle
Toward top also.
Might be able to finally get this melee racks they were going for about 20 minutes or so ago. They're back in now.
Dyrachyo, he has buyback. He's
He
the
does.
only one in the game.
The rest are close though. Or at least, well, Ace
400 base.
gold off. That's the next big one. Gaimin Gladiators will be looking towards.
Good job. Ace.
They're going to try and tickle Ace. Oh, I'd say tickle. They're doing a lot of damage.
Oh, the grab ally.
He's getting low. He's getting caught.
They grabbed the wrong one.
They might actually just kill it. They do.
It grabbed Quinn, not Ace. He has no buyback.
That's a huge kill for them to get.
Uh-oh.
I mean, that Liquid there, the damage that they must have pumping out for their 5 heroes this moment, they killed what seemingly was the unkillable. Ace, he actually disappeared pretty darn quickly though.
They gave up shock. They gave up the chakram, right? They have that extra burst damage also from Boxy, and they're swinging to bottom.
They are. They're looking for more here, Liquid.
They're like, the raid boss is gone. Go, go, go.
Yeah, 250 gold short of buyback Ace.
I guess he was really just expecting Celery to get it onto him, but Quinn jumps in at the same time, and he actually gets thrown inside of that tombstone.
See if they can do it with the 4 of them here, Gaimin Gladiators. Can they limit the damage that Liquid's going to be able to do? They're stepping up. They get the Hex on the Dyrachyo. He's going to get glimmered. Forced back to save Zai.
Big wall.
The back of the wall. BKB's coming out. Dyrachyo turns with the Sunder over towards Zai. Rolling Thunder's attempted, but the
Quinn.
pulverize is there. They've grabbed Quinn. Quinn getting slammed in the ground. He had the shield crash and the swashbuckle off under the tier 4s. Quinn will live, but they've lost Tofu, also without buyback. As Liquid, they keep the push going, take this bottom set of racks by the looks of it.
Still healthy too. They still have the cheese on Insania. They still have the Aegis. They can go for that last set, go for that last racks.
And they're going to
Get a
charge
catch
straight
too.
towards the tier 4s. The arrow onslaught across Celery. Celery completely surrounded. He'll get a soul rip and a decay off. Dyrachyo trying to help out the best he can, but Celery's out for 70.
He can't stand his ground. He's actually getting conjure or reflection. I think that was Boxy's reflection almost kills Dyrachyo.
They're going to get this full set of racks up top as well.
Mega.
This is going to be the Mega Creeps out against Gaimin Gladiators. Liquid, they absolutely make the difficult call to go for this push whilst their own buybacks were still on cooldown, but it works out perfectly. Mega Creeps out against Gaimin Gladiators, and still 40 seconds where they won't have the full team alive.
Like, great recognition of them to go for this kill and just push the issue.
And know that they could take down Ace like that. And now they're in again. Nisha tries to the jump forward. They get the Hex. Quinn, he's a little bit too close to them all as he gets grabbed again by Nisha with a pulverize. He'll manage to roll up.
He's gonna live.
He is going to live.
He has to. Okay, he just gets bonked away, swashes away.
Mickey wants to go again.
He's got the Edict talent.
He's going to get the stun onto Ace.
He can get the push going.
He turns with the Chakram Nullify thrown down the way of Nisha. 20 seconds until they have the full team back, Gaimin Gladiators.
Meta still down for 50 seconds, though. Tough for them to fight into Liquid at this point here with that down.
Mizai could lose a jump again soon. He's got the wall back up in 10 seconds.
Ace.
Then they get the grab on towards Ace. Ace is going to get knocked back by the onslaught. There's the vacuum on the blue. They get the haste. The stun. The follow-ups there. Duracho will be able to get the BKB up, but he can't run. Duracho out of the game for 85. He has got his buyback available. Ace, he's going to get grabbed. Another pulverize in for Nisha. Ace, he's out for good 90 seconds. As he's dead again and still was unable to acquire the money for buyback.
And they back it up a little bit here as soon as they see the buyback from TB. Reset themselves. Cooldown's about to be back up, and they're going to look to go and end this.
Back to the tier 4's Liquid.
20 seconds on Meta.
No Ace. Tofu, hit by the stun, will manage to blink back. These tier 4s, they get completely shredded here by Mickey. As both go down, the Ancients are going to be exposed. Gaimin Gladiators, they've got to do something soon with the 4 of them if they want to stop this from happening.
They got to just go in. Liquid.
Quick disarm and the swashbuckle on towards Nisha.
Edict's back up.
They've got to push back this Lesh somehow.
Okay.
Still got the cheese available on him. Ready to get the jump. Duracho, he's caught by the stun. They'll get him into the tombstone. Because there's a chance here for Duracho. Is it going to be enough? He's trying to get out. Look for a Sunder. He goes forward. He's able to get the Sunder on towards Zai. Zai getting beaten down by the Terrorblade. They kill Zai off. Zai's gone for 2 minutes. They might just be able to hold this. As Zai's gone, Liquid to the rest of the 4 of them want to keep trying to push forward. They'll get the opening Hex onto Quinn. The follow-up stun from Mickey. Quinn's glimmered, forced back to safety. The creeps, the mega creeps, they're building up here against the Ancient. Quinn, he'll roll up. 25 seconds until Ace is back. The Ancients slowly but surely taking damage. Mickey continues to push forward.
Duracho's meta is almost ending here. He can't hold off the creeps.
I mean, they really want to keep trying for this Liquid. It's a bit difficult to say. Zai, he was short of gold for buyback this time, 900 gold short, so won't be able to buy back and add to the push. Looks like Liquid, they'll have to fall back a little bit. Gaimin Gladiators, they'll keep the game alive.
Big damage done, though, and they are going to have all these buybacks now available for the next time on Liquid, and that was meta used from Duracho, and he wasn't able to actually hit anybody, actually. Yeah, he was literally having to just clear the creeps, and oops, he pops BKB now.
Oh.
Whoopsie.
I mean, tension's getting high here.
Don't give up, sis Tofu.
Oh. Yeah, he's trying to get this refresher, but he will not have the money for it anytime shortly. So indeed, this is 80 seconds, no meta, and no BKB on the Terrorblade. Liquid, they'll have a bit of a window, sort of a 30-second gap where Zai's going to be back in action. They'll have the 5 of them alive. And
check the roast just in case, too. They're like, oh, it could be back up. It's not quite up there, for 40 seconds, but it's very soon. Insania gathering more Lotus.
And things could fall into place for Liquid to set up for the final game-ending push.
And Insania now having a greater healing Lotus on him too to just keep Mickey pumped up as he has been beautifully this game. The buybacks really do feel like it's been the difference maker for Liquid in this one, being able to push forward and find Duracho over and over again.
Yeah, I think Nisha, some of his initiation's been fantastic.
Yeah. Just
straight in with the grab. Of course, going to have 2 sets of them now with that refresher that he was pumping out last fight.
And he's got the 25, so the pulverized duration,
yeah.
It lasts forever.
He gets in, he grabs them, and not a whole lot can be done. I mean, Seller, he's really got his work cut out with these tombstones that he's trying to bail his whole team out with. But as we've seen, it can only, of course, be one. And even at that, it's just sometimes not enough. Liquid, they can push forward, destroy the tombstone, and destroy the hero inside.
And they're going to get a Roche here out of this now, too.
Who's taking the Ags? Anything nice here for Liquid to try and add to this next push?
Maybe just Nisha. A lot of damage.
Yeah, why not?
Might as well.
Yep.
Yeah, they have it on the 2 other cores, so.
Gaimin Gladiators, let's see how set up they are for the next defense. BKB and Metamorphosis back available for Duracho. He's very, very close to refresher.
Yeah, he's going to have it done in a second.
500 gold short. If he can somehow find that gold before this push comes in, he'll have 2 rounds of feeling incredibly strong, a long duration where he can stand his ground and ensure that Liquid can't freely hit the Ancient. There'll be a lot of damage coming out from this TB.
I like that he was able to get out and just make sure you get the cornucopias. That's the important thing, because sometimes it's like, I can't get my courier out there to get it.
I mean, you can finish off this Ancient camp here with his illusions, get the neutrals as well. I mean, this should be enough.
It's still going to be a tough hold here. The push, it's commencing. Mickey. He has buyback.
He got the refresher done. So 2 BKBs, 2 Metamorphosis is ready to go for the defense. Already, here comes the first one. Metamorphosis out from Duracho.
Okay. Nisha just waiting in the wings, shield rune. This is one of the tankiest primal beasts you'll ever see. 7,000 effective HP, the vacuum.
They're going to try for the setup here. Nisha puts the BKB, they're in on to Ace. They're going to see if they can burst through the Simsaw again with the grab. Allies there, straight into the tombstone. Celery able to come in with the save.
Duracho.
They'll fall back.
Trying to get
Terribly Liquid.
So that's first BKB from Nisha.
They do have fortification available, Gaimin Gladiators.
So soon wearing out, 8 seconds. Playing it careful here, waiting for the sneak jump. Watch Zai here for this vacuum.
Ace just jumps casually into the tombstone. And get the opening
Come on,
sides.
two.
Nisha's going to fall pretty low. Indeed, they get the combo opening, bringing down the Undying really.
Run to Ratio.
Celery's able to step back. Nisha, he grabs the Terrorblade. Terrorblade caught by the follow-up Hexblade, but Dracho manages to BKB Sunder on towards side. As Dracho's back up to full HP, pops a refresher. Second round of the Metamorphosis, good to go. But Nisha, he has the pulverize. The long duration is slammed down quick with the fingers there.
He's dead.
Through Mickey. He's going to try to buy back, but the Hex is on Nisha. Nisha's out the once. They take the ages off the Primal Beast. They can look to try and go for a second round. He'll get the punch back on towards Dracho. The Hex as well. They're looking down the Terrorblade. They've got him. Duracho's out of the game. See if they can continue the cleanup here. The stuns flying through for boxing. The stolen Earth Spike catching onto the two. And now they can look towards finishing this surely. The grab's there on towards Timber. They've found Ace. Ace, he's got no way of surviving through this. He's out. He's got buyback. They're going to throw the buybacks into this. But Celery, he bought back, dies back. He's out again. Triple kill for Zai. Nisha bullying them back towards the fountain. The creeps are building up. As it's just 2 versus 5 here on the defense for Gaimin Gladiators. As Liquid, they'll be able to close this one up. GG is called. Liquid take game 2.
And Duracho couldn't stick on a target. The Lesh just ran away from, the Primal ran away from him, and Duracho's like, I guess I'll hit Isle for a little bit now.